Welcome to Seneca Lady Indians Softball on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're listening to the official pregame show of the Seneca Lady Indians. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And a pleasant good Monday afternoon as we welcome you here to Seneca, Missouri. We get set for high school softball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. It is the 13-16 Branson Lady Pirates versus the 7-21 Seneca Lady Indians. Back in our KNEO studios, Luke Taylor producing the game. I'm Ben Walcott, joined by Coach Daryl Harbaugh. And Daryl, we have reached the final week of the regular season here in Southwest Missouri.
I'm telling you what, it seems like it seems like it takes a long time to get here, but it seems like there's no time at all because as soon as these ladies start, I mean, they just start piling up the games one right after another, and it's over in no time.
Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. This Seneca team had a very busy week last week, had games Tuesday and Thursday, went to Springfield Friday and Saturday where they played another 5 games over the weekend, and when you only got 10 players, that can take a toll on you.
It can, and I think I guarantee the practices are not the big intense practices you could have. You know, if you've got 20 girls out there, they can have a lighter practice. They can work on some very specific fundamentals of what they need to do to get better as a team wise. And like I said, I honestly think softball is one of the shorter seasons, because they pile it in a month and a half. And
at least in the fall, it seems like spring softball takes a little bit longer.
It takes a long time. Well, you can start up in March, the end of February, March, and then last it all the way to the middle of May.
Yeah.
But these start in August and October. I guess October, September, middle of October, you're done.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy to think about. Seneca, 2 Big 8 games to end the regular season. They are at Monette tomorrow, at Nevada on Thursday. No broadcast of either of those contests. Then they go to Cassville for the district tournament starting next Thursday. I was going to try and confirm before we got on the air today when their seed meeting is, but I had to get into the press box by unusual means today, so that kind of distracted us from...
You went through the door. What are you talking about?
Well, what'd you go through?
Well, I had to crawl through a window, but we got in and we got set up and we're ready. And
so that distracted me from trying to find out when that seed meeting is, but it's got to be sometime around Wednesday, and then figure out where it is. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about where Seneca could end up in that seed meeting after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. with ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10-plus acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
Finding answers to questions is easier than ever. It doesn't matter how complex or simple your question is, the answer is just a few taps away. Except maybe these kinds of questions.
Who am I? Where did man come from? What is the purpose of man on this earth? Does life have any meaning?
Billy Graham knew the answer to that last question is yes.
There is more to life than death. Jesus taught us the dignity and the importance of being a person. God put us on this earth for a purpose, and our purpose is to fellowship with God and glorify God. And the great need of the human race at this hour is reconciliation to God.
Would you like to know how you can have a relationship with God? We'd love to help. Just call us at 855-255-PRAY. That's 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
We were looking at it, and it looks like you have a chance where Seneca could get as high as a 4 seed.
Well, it looks like Nevada, Cassville, Holden is going to be like 1, 2, 3, somewhere down through there. Maybe Logan Rogersville at 8 wins is the next in line somewhere along the way. But Seneca beat Logan Rogersville, so they could bump them up.
Twice, too, yeah.
And beat them twice. And Seneca has 7 wins. Clinton has 6, Harrison 5, and Aurora just has 2. So, yeah, I mean, it would be very easy to say that Seneca has could be the 4th seed in that district.
And being a 4 or 5 seed really doesn't matter that much, other than the fact that you get final at bats, which can come into play in district play.
Sure, especially the first game if you're a 4 seed and you get the home field. I mean, you get to bat last. And I'm thinking, so a 4 seed plays number 5 seed, and you're looking at probably Logan Rogersville again. 4 and 5 matchup there, and of course then you're playing the number 1 seed against Nevada. Probably number 1 seed against Nevada if Nevada and Roar be number 8. And once again, Seneca played Nevada tough, 5-3.
And they were down 4-3 in the 6th, and they had the go-ahead run at second base, the tying run at third base. So they can play with anybody.
They were there. I mean, the team can play with somebody. I mean, it's just very simple. You got to limit the walks, you got to limit the hit batters, and you got to limit the errors. If you can go through and only make maybe 1 or 2 errors in a whole game, I mean, that would be crucial. When the ball's hit to you, make the play. That's how this team has to be successful.
This Big 8, we talk about the home and home, and I don't have really a good beat on who can win the Big 8 just because Cassville and Nevada split their series, and then Mack County beat Cassville last week, and so it really could be a 3-team race as we head here into the final week of the regular season.
Yeah, the home and away thing, and still going on a home and away thing, so you're not going to know until the very end. You're not going to know until probably the last game is over, and who's going to come out on top and who's going to get the win.
This Branson team, 13-16 overall. They're part of that new Ozark Mountain Conference. They also were part of the Springfield tournament, and ironically enough, Darryl, these two teams met on Friday, and Branson came away with a 16-2 win, but you just don't know who pitched for Seneca. You would have to think when you're playing 5 games, more than likely Maddie got some starts. Maybe Callie Fields got a start in there as well. So you would have to think that they're expecting a different result than a 16-2 game here this afternoon.
Yeah, you know as well as I do, 5 games in 2 days. I mean, they just line them up and play. I mean, that's softball. I mean, it was hot out there, very hot. I know my daughter was telling me that it was, I mean, they were miserable. The girls all of them had sunburns, and it was hot. There was no shade going on. They drank, probably a ton of water. But, and it's tough because you don't have anybody to fill in, for you out there. You've got to play because there's only 10 of you. They have one sub maybe, but you got to play, and so it makes it tough, but it's all right.
That can be a blessing and a curse, just
Sure.
because you get a lot of playing time, a lot of experience, but in those tournaments, that's where it can kind of be a little bit of a curse if you're the Indians.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like I said, the girls have played their position long enough and into the season. They know what they need to do, and they need to make plays. And if they can make plays when ball's hit to them, make plays, they've got a chance to win.
Go ahead, take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get you your starting lineups. After this, you count down to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. You're on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Chiropractic and Langford Insurance. First for the visiting Branson Lady Pirates, they come in at 13-16 overall. Leading off is the shortstop number 21, Jacelyn McQueen. Might be Jacqueline, I apologize. Batting second and playing center field, number 10, Savvy Engel. Batting third and playing third base, number 22, Sadie Lampy. Batting cleanup and playing second base, number 5, Brooklyn Davis. Batting fifth and doing the catching, number 9, Jada Schwark. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 11, Callie Hall. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 2, Taylor Wilkerson. Batting eighth and doing the pitching, number 1, Kalia Morrison. Batting ninth and the designated player, number 12, Peyton Youngblood. The extra player, the flex player, is their left fielder, number 6, Ashani Allen. Now the starting lineup for the Seneca Lady Indians coming in at 7-21. Overall, leading off is the center fielder, number 4, Callie Fields. Batting second and playing left field, number 22, Maddie Collinsworth. Batting third and doing the pitching, number 17, Callie Rhodes. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, number 11, Abby Steltz. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, number 25, Cordy Hancock. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 15, McKaylee Mitchell. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 24, Ashton Lannon. Batting eighth is the designated player, number 10, Rayleigh Davis. And batting ninth and doing the catching, number 1, Kesley Plattner. The flex player is the second baseman, number 5, Jolie King. As they are having their coaches meeting here at the plate before you get lineups and everything. And Daryl, 16-2 on Friday, but I got a feeling that things will look a little bit different here this afternoon.
A little bit different as in what, Ben?
Score.
You think? Yeah, 16-2 it was in a tournament, and I don't know. Like you said, I got a feeling that being at home, they're going to play a little bit better, and maybe they're up to play it a little bit better. Maybe they want to play a little bit better just to show that Branson that that was a fluke and you got lucky the first day.
And it is the final regular season home game of the 2024 season, as they will be on the road Tuesday, Thursday, and then districts are at Cassville. If you're lucky enough, you may get a state quarter at home, but you got to win 3 games in districts to have an opportunity for that to happen. So more than likely they have final game of the regular season home game of the 2024 season.
Yeah, I got a feeling this is it. They had senior night last Thursday with Aurora, and this was the last home game scheduled. Branson, like I said, you schedule the games ahead of time, and then you schedule the tournaments. And in the tournaments, you really don't know who you play until they come out. So they didn't. I guarantee you, they didn't know they were playing Branson, last Friday in the tournament. But it's it is what it is, and Branson we may be going to Branson next year.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, you never know. I mean, they seem to do home and homes, but I feel like Seneca went to Branson last year, so maybe this is the return trip.
True.
I don't remember, but yeah, they make these trips, and next year it'll be interesting for the Seneca team anyways, just due to the fact that you got 10 players and 5 of them are seniors, so you're going to have to do some heavy recruiting if you're going to have a fall season next year.
They need to. I wish the 7th and 8th graders, would get going and get some girls to come out for softball. I mean, it's fun. I guarantee if you ask these girls this year, they had a blast. They had a great time, especially when they took the trip to Branson tournament. They had a blast. We got a lot of stuff on the videos and swings of them, riding the big swings, and they had a blast there.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the underclassmen for the Seneca team. I mean, Rayleigh Davis isn't an underclassman, but she's the lone junior on the team. There's 3 sophomores in Abby Steltz, Kesley Plattner, and Cordy Hancock, and then 1 freshman in Jolie King. So, Seneca does have a junior high program, so they're going to have to recruit that heavily, and then maybe see if some of those junior high kids that didn't come out this year, maybe that they can come out next year.
Maybe get some junior high kids playing, get some 8th graders coming up, and understand, if you're one of the best 8th graders, one of good athlete and 8th graders down there and play,
you're going to get a lot of playing time.
You're going to get some playing time, and you're going to get a letter. That's a big deal as a freshman, get a letter.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Jolie King. She came in, and she's been the starting second baseman pretty much all year for this Seneca team, and she has done a very good job for Seneca.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, these kids down here, the seniors, and even Coach King will tell you, Joe Lee's dad, will even tell you that these senior girls and not everyone, not only just the seniors, the juniors, every girl on the team, and Joe Lee was scared to death, the only freshman, but they've just taken under her wing. They get along. They're great. They all have fun together.
Yeah, it should be fun one here this afternoon as Seneca and Branson. I was about to say Ozark because they're part of the Ozark Mountain, but Branson and Seneca get set for a battle here this afternoon in the final home game of the 2024 regular season. And they may have switched something here on us. I think Rayleigh Davis is actually starting at catcher. They may have switched to the flex and the DP is on us. So we'll get that corrected here in a moment. We'll take a 2-minute timeout for the anthem. Come back with the start of the broadcast or the ball game after this on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Billy Graham talks about driving.
I read about a woman who tried her driver's test for the 38th time and failed. And perhaps you've tried nearly that many times for a license spiritually to sit in the driver's seat of your own life. I'm asking you to move over and trust the Holy Spirit to drive and control your life. You can be alive right now physically, but your soul is dead. Your spirit is dead, and you keep searching for something and you can't find it. You'll never find what you're looking for in life till you come to the cross of Christ and are born again. Do you know Christ? Are you sure? God can give you a whole new life, a transformation that you never dreamed existed if you let Him.
Discover how you can let God get behind the wheel of your life at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Sponsors. Looking for a bank that puts community first? Look no further than First Community Bank. With our friendly service, convenient locations, and a wide range of financial products and services, we're here to meet all your banking needs. Whether you're saving for the future, buying a home, or starting a business, we're committed to helping you achieve your financial goals. Come experience the First Community Bank difference today. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
The staff at Mid-America Specialty Markets, along with Jamie and Terry Langford, are proud to serve our community and support the local high school students in their extracurricular activities this school year. Langford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office at 908 Washington Avenue, or call us at 417-776-LIFE, or visit us at midaminsurance.com.
Change to make here. Rayleigh Davis is catching, not Kesley Plattner from what was originally given to us. So Davis is catching here this afternoon, which is kind of normal. So I'm guessing the DP is actually Plattner and not Davis, because Davis is behind home plate. So that should be the lone change here for this Seneca team here this afternoon, as it's it's finally cooler temperature-wise here this afternoon for a couple days, but it's becoming a broken record on it's sunny outside.
Oh, we haven't had a cloud in the sky, and I couldn't tell you when.
And
no rain, no nothing.
And you look at the forecast, it's supposed to be nice today and tomorrow, and then it's supposed to warm up again by the time you get to homecoming football on Friday night.
Yeah, but not as hot as it was last Friday night. I think last Friday night was in the 90s. What are we supposed to get? Close to 90, upper 80s. Yeah, that's not bad. Around here, I mean, it seemed like last Friday was just hot. It seemed like it got around 95 degrees, and just the last old summer was just still trying to hang on for just a little bit, but hopefully it's gone. We got a nice little north breeze today.
Jacelyn McQueen steps in as here comes the first pitch right at 4:30. That one is fouled off. Counts 0-1. I like a ball game that starts right on. I would take it starting early, but starting right on time isn't bad either, as it's 74 degrees here at first pitch, and Seneca on Like I said, basically a broken record here. Another beautiful day in Southwest Missouri.
Yeah, and the right field, the whole right side of this infield is going to have trouble with the sun going down.
So one pitch is blooped past King at second base. So a leadoff single for McQueen. As the leadoff runner on as Callie Rhodes is the pitcher here this afternoon for Seneca.
Yeah, it was just right off the handle, basically, just right over the first baseman and out of the reach of Jolie King over there at second base. And not a hard-to-hit ball, but just right off the handle.
Savvy Engel will come to the plate here for Branson. Branson, as they are going to try and bunt her over, and the first one's bunted foul. So the count's 0-1. Branson, the black pants, gray tops, black numbers, or red numbers. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Seneca, the all whites, white pants, white tops. I think their numbers are red as well.
Yes.
I'll get you what Seneca looks like in the field here in a moment, as here comes the 0-1. Squares, she does not square to bunt. Takes a ball high, so the count's 1-1. Collinsworth in left, Fields in center, Mitchell in right for Seneca. That's Maddie Collinsworth, Callie Fields, and McKaylee Mitchell. It's a 1-1 count here on Engel. Comes the 1-1, and the ball is in the dirt, and the runner was off on the pitch anyways. I think you give her a stolen base there instead of a wild pitch because she was taking second regardless of what happened. But that one just slipped out of Callie's hands.
It did. I mean, it actually rolled behind the batter, so that's how far she missed it. That's how far early it came out.
Comes the 2-1, and that's inside, and the count's 3-1. In the infield, you have Lannon at third, Hancock at short, King at second, Stelz at first. It's Ashton Lannon, Cordy Hancock, Jolie King, and Abby Stelz around the infield. So here comes the 3-1. Popped in the air, can't get there, and the count's full at 3-2. With Davis catching Rhodes, that's Rayleigh Davis catching Callie Rhodes here this afternoon. Seneca basically playing straight up here with nobody out, full count on the number 2 batter here for Branson. Comes the full count pitch. That is inside for ball 4. So the leadoff runner singles and then a walk. The first 2 are on for Sadie Lampe.
As we know, throwing strike. If they earn it, get a base hit, that's one thing.
Which the first batter did.
First batter did. Second batter, let's see if that hurts her.
So here comes the first pitch. That's in there for a strike, so the count's 0-1. You have an out at any base. You would love a ball hit to Ashton, who's hugging the line, tag third, throw to first, and get 2.
We'd take a double play right now.
So here comes the 0-1. And that's popped in the air. Infield fly rule is in effect. Hancock calling for it. And they're going to try and get the runner. They have the runner picked off. And Landon throws back to King. Back to Rhodes, who can't tag her. And the runners advance on the play. Did she ever tag? She was tagged up.
She was tagged up, yes.
So it's a pop out to shortstop. And then the runners advance on the fielder's choice. As Brooklyn Davis will come to the plate here for Branson. As here comes the first pitch. That's in there for strikes. Counts 0-1. That was a good throw by King. If Rhodes is able to get the tag on, they would have had a double play.
Yeah, Ashton should have ran her back to second further. Further you run back to the original base.
So one pitch hits the inside corner and the count's quickly 0-2.
She threw it a little early, which gave the runner time to get. It would have been a close play. I think we would have had her, but she just missed it.
Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. Here comes the 0-2. In the dirt, good block by Davis. Count 1-2. We talk about those free bases, and you got to be a wall back there if you're Davis.
And we talk about when you ball's hit to you, the ball comes to you, you got to make the play.
1-2 the count. Here comes the 1-2 from Rhodes. That's dribbled to second. The only play is to first. It's a fielder's choice. It's an RBI. It's a 4-3 fielder's choice. Not much King could do there. The only play is at first base, so Branson does get the run to come in and score as Jada Swark comes to the plate.
Yeah, I know. She did a great job. That's what she's supposed to do. She made the play.
That first pitch is inside, so the count's 1-0.
And here's where we need to. The ball comes to you, make the play. And that's what we just made. And Jolie King made a great play.
Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, all sponsoring the broadcast. That one is pop foul. If the screen wasn't there, it would have gone over us. I was going to say I might have had a play on that one, Coach. But
I already had a call. I had already called you off, Ben, if it would have went through the screen. But
screen's there, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
1-1 the count here on Swark. You'd love to leave that runner stranded at third. Here comes the 1-1. Hit to King. Fields it cleanly. She slipped a little. I think the slip is what got it away. And now they will take second. It's an unearned run. It's an E4. You saw her slip there at the end. I thought she still had time to get the throw in, and she just threw it a little bit wide.
Yeah, she did. I mean, she had plenty of time to get it there. But like you said, Ben, she didn't quite have her feet underneath her, and her feet slipped out from underneath her, and the throw went wide. Nothing else could do on first.
Callie Hall coming to the plate. You have a courtesy runner for the catcher out there. Not sure what number it is. Can't see the number. Which all we got is the last name on her.
25.
Anaya is running. So here comes the first pitch, and that's fouled back to the screens. The count's 0-1. I mean, you know, good things can happen when you put the ball in play, and Branson proved that there. Seneca coulda, woulda, shoulda been out of the inning with only one run given up.
If it coulda, woulda, shoulda, that's what it is. You put the ball in play, and if you make plays, you can get out of the innings.
So here comes the 0-1. That's a roped foul right by her head coach. Maybe she had hard feelings toward him for a moment. And counts 0-2.
I think we're out of softballs. Had a one foul ball.
Well, he's got two in his pocket. He maybe just didn't want to take it out. 0-2 the count here on Schwark. Or no, this is Hall, excuse me. 0-2 is low. Counts 1-2. Trying to get her to chase a low ball.
Well, she threw it up to her last one, and she just roped it. So I imagine Callie's trying to, keep the ball down a little bit.
As here comes a 1-2, and that's inside. Managed to avoid hitting the batter, and the count's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody, 2 outs, not nobody out. 2 outs.
2-2. Two's wild.
Stelz has a play on it. It's a tough play and can't get there. Neither Stelz nor Rhodes nor Davis. All three of them.
Just right in the spot where all three of them can run to, but nobody can get there.
What do we call that? The Bermuda Triangle?
The Bermuda Triangle. We have no idea how the ball gets there, but it doesn't come back.
So the count remains 2-2 as Hall still has an extra life here.
Yeah, I got lucky.
So here comes the 2-2 offering. That's just foul down that third base line. She has fouled a couple off, and that one goes behind the screen. And Collinsworth goes, I ain't getting that one.
Can't get that one, yeah.
So Plattner will run and get it herself. The DP for Seneca. 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes another 2-2 from Rhodes. That's hit to King at second. Throws to first in plenty of time. 4-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. For Branson, 2 runs on 1 base hit. There was an error, and they strand 1. Half inning in the books. It's Branson 2, Seneca coming up here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
As they will be facing Kalia Morrison.
Left-hander.
Not very often you see one of those softball-wise.
No, there's a few.
So 1-0 is high and the count's 2-0. Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, and Cedar Lane Farm and Garden all sponsoring the broadcast. You know, there aren't very many lefty pitchers baseball-wise. I feel like it's even rarer softball-wise than baseball. That pitch is high and the count's 3-0. Would you agree with that?
I would agree. I mean, I don't know how many we've seen this year,
this
or
is
maybe the last couple.
Yeah, this is the first one I can remember in a long time.
The only other left-hand pitcher I know of is from Ray-Pac.
So here comes the 3-0. That's over for a strike, taking the entire way. Count 3-1. She may be taken here, too. Make her throw another strike.
3-1, you make sure it's in your wheelhouse.
So here comes the 3-1 from Morrison, and that's no. Oh, okay. I thought he was calling that a strike. No, it's high for ball 4. You and I had the same reaction there.
Well, the hand was coming up, but he was offering first base. He's like, you know, walk. It kind of threw us off for just a second, but yeah, it was high and a little high and outside.
As here comes the first pitch to Collinsworth. That pitch is lofted in the air. Second baseman has a play and will grab it for out number 1. As Collinsworth swinging at the first pitch. Now Callie Rhodes comes to the plate. As People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District all sponsoring the broadcast, and Callie Rhodes puts a ton of pressure on herself.
Oh, she does. She expects perfection is what it is.
As she takes a called strikes, counts 0-1. Probably just wanting to see a pitch. Sometimes you can kind of see it in her swing where she's swinging at pitches she shouldn't. Here comes the 0-1. That's low, and it's blocked, but Fields is too fast for once she made up her mind. That was an easy. It's not a steal, but advance on the wild pitch.
Callie's so quick and fast. I'm surprised she's hadn't already been down to second base, but it don't take her long to eat breakfast in the morning. I know that.
The 1-1 pitch is blooped foul, and the count's 1-2. Well, if you don't eat breakfast, I guess it won't take very long to eat breakfast either. But
no, I mean, it didn't take her long. I don't think it takes her long to do anything. She's fast. She's quick. She likes to move.
1-2 the count here on Rhodes, who needs to battle runner in scoring position. Back up the middle, and that will get through. They're going to send. Nope, I thought they were going to send her. A late hold call. Reynolds will be at first and third. Maybe not the greatest read by Fields, as there's runners at first and third for Abby Stelz.
That was the coach's fault that held her up there. I mean, I know I would have said, see what that center fielder's got.
Yeah. Well, you and I were thinking the same thing.
Were.
As Stelz takes a ball, and they're trying to get her in a rundown, and she is safe, and Rhodes is in there safely. They kind of blocked the plate, but she never got the tag down. So they were bluffing the steal a second, trying to catch Fields. Fields went and still able to get in.
Yeah, the throw was high. I mean, the catcher straddling the plate. I mean, she gave her room to slide. She was straddling the plate, but the throw was high and couldn't get the tag down, and Callie Fields just slid underneath it.
It counts 1-0 here on Stelz. That tying run is sitting in scoring position again. Here comes the 1-0. That ball hit to third. Her shortstop throws to first in time. It's a 6-3 putout. There's 2 down now for Cordy Hancock. So the shortstop did a good job of looking Rhodes back to the bag.
It was hit hard enough. She had time to field it, look Rhodes back, and then throw it to first.
Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast. Here comes the first pitch to her. Ball is hit in the air to center field and deep, but the center fielder able to readjust and grab it. For the final out of the inning for Seneca, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 1 in the books, 2-1 Branson here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians.
The top of the order here as Rhodes is talking to Davis, and I'm not sure what about. Looks like they're okay. Hopefully they're both okay.
Oh, yeah, they're okay. I mean, they're laughing about something. I don't know. Ashton's up there laughing about it or something.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly what they're talking. Who knows?
Yeah. It's girl talk. We're not going to worry about it.
Oh, one time I was coaching basketball up at Lamar, and I was like, they played terrible, and I was like, girls, what's the problem? And then they just looked at me, do we have practice tomorrow? And I'm, what do you mean you have practice? He goes, well, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. Never mind. You can't talk to him that time. Never mind.
Taylor Wilkerson will lead off the inning here for Branson. Wilkerson, Morrison, and Youngblood. Anybody reaches to get back to top of the order. You like the response of Seneca. They were able to get a run. You wish you could have got that second run in, but a good response to kind of answer, because we always talk about how in baseball, if you get some runs in, you want a clean inning. So if you're Seneca, you gave up 2 to get a run back is pretty good, as Rhodes fires one in there for a strike.
Well, like I said, it was a good answer, and we earned that run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We earned that run, and if we could have made the right plays in the first inning, they wouldn't have any.
As here comes the 0-1, and that is low, so the count's 1-1. Well, we talk about how walks and errors will kill you.
Walks and errors.
The walk is what scored the run for Seneca.
Mm-hmm.
Fields walked and came around and scored. So.
And we had her in the rundown, lead runner, and we couldn't finish that deal. It's like you got to be able to make the plays.
So the 1-1 is outside, maybe low as well. So the count's 2-1 here on Wilkerson. Four State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, the Osho Area Chamber of Commerce, all sponsoring the broadcast.
Looks like Wilkins is more of a slap hitter than a power hitter. So
here comes the 2-1. She squares, and it kind of hit her by accident, or not her, but hit her bat. And the count's 2-2.
Yeah, she was ducking the whole time she was trying to bunt it, so I'm not sure exactly what she thought that ball was going to do. It was up in the strike zone a little bit. But
2-2 the count here on Wilkerson. As here comes the 2-2 from Rhodes. The 2-2 is outside and low. And we got ourselves a full count again. A single came around and scored in the first for Branson, and a walk did as well.
You can tell she's a speedster here. She's a fast girl, so we need to make her earn her way on.
So that pitch is slapped foul.
Yeah.
So count remains 3-2. Not very often you get Monday games. I think this is the third Monday game of the year for Seneca, Neosho, Joplin, and now this one. They also played, I think, CJ on a Monday. So here comes the 3-2. And that is in there for a called strike 3. And out number 1 hesitated there because of what happened last time. It was a called third strike. But last time he kind of gave a hand signal that made you wonder what it was. Hit the top of the zone in there. The Branson coach doesn't seem too excited about it.
Well, I don't think it was a fastball. I think it was a changeup, and it just dropped in there.
Comes the first pitch, and that's high for a ball. So it counts 1-0. And the Branson coach is saying that's basically the same pitch as the one that you called strike 3. So,
boy, it looked good to me.
So I can understand his confusion as Kalia Morrison's going to try and help her own cause. 1-0 pitch is laced foul, just past Landon at third and past the third base coach as well, which is, I don't have his name, but that's the head coach of Branson down there.
Yeah.
So 1-1 the count. Love a 1-2-3 inning here, so you don't have to face the top of the order till the third. Seneca will send 6, 7, and 8 in their half of the second. I'd love for it to still be 2-1. Here comes the 1-1. That's spoiled foul to the screen, and the count's 1-2. Wonder if there was a mix-up there because Rhodes and Davis are talking. They're laughing about something else.
Yeah, they might have mixed the call up or threw the wrong pitch or something. She set up outside, but the pitch didn't come outside. It came back on the inside. So
1-2 the count here on Morrison. Here comes the 1-2. That's outside, and the count's 2-2. You only got 10 players. You get to know your teammates extremely well very quickly, and Seneca team, like Coach Will King has said in the past, has bonded pretty well. So here comes the 2-2, and that is back to Rhodes at the pitcher's mound. Throws to first, and it's a second out as Peyton Youngblood will come to the plate. They look like they're having a lot of fun here this afternoon.
Well, you get a team together like that. I don't think there's any drama on the team. The girls are playing hard, and they're trying to play the best they can.
So here comes the first pitch to Youngblood. She's going to square and take a pitch inside. Count 1-0. If she doesn't miss that, it almost would have hit her.
And it was inside a little bit.
1-0 the count. And the 1-0 pitch is in there for strikes. The count 1-1 is, looks like she's a slap hitter as well, but she doesn't have the advantage of being a lefty where you get that extra step ahead.
She may just be squaring the bunt to give Seneca and make them think that she's going to.
So here comes the 1-1. She nubs that one foul to the screen. And the count's 1-2.
Like this, well, it seems like this inning, Callie's been working ahead.
Yeah, I mean, she struck out the first batter. That was on a 3-2.
Yeah.
Morrison grounded out on a 2-2, but she may have been ahead 1-2. I can't tell you that. Now here comes a 1-2 from Youngblood. To Youngblood, not from Youngblood. To Youngblood. 1-2 is in there for a called strike 3, and that will end the inning. It was a 1-2-3 top of the second, 1.5 in the books. 2-1 Branson here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
So, you're still debating whether to surrender your life to Jesus Christ. There's a lot of different reasons for not making that decision, but they all come down to this. You trust yourself more than you trust God.
Pride is the number one thing that keeps us from Christ. Our own ego. We think we can do it ourselves, or we think we're good enough.
The Bible says we're not good enough. We need Jesus. He paid the penalty for our sins. There's no way around it.
When you come to Christ, you must be willing to repent of sin and receive Him into your heart.
And when you do that, your life takes on a whole new meaning and purpose.
Then there's joy inside your heart when you come to Christ. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full.
We'd love to tell you more about the joy that comes from surrendering your life to Jesus Christ. Go to findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
To the plate here in the second inning. Mitchell, Lannon, and Davis. Anybody who reaches Kesley Plattner would come to the plate here for Seneca.
See if this bottom of the lineup can hit her. Put the ball in play.
It's just the first pitch is, I think that was a ball.
Yeah, it was a ball. It was a ball low. In the dirt or in the brown or in the whatever you want to call it.
In the brown stuff, that's not.
Whatever that stuff is, yeah.
The brown turf as she takes the called strikes, counts 1-1. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, Twitter at KNEO917 Sports. So here comes the 1-1. That pitch is high, counts 2-1. This is our final regular season Seneca softball broadcast. All Seneca softball postseason broadcasts will be audio only from Cassville. As that 1-1 is hit into the dirt, throws to first from third. There's one down as Ashton Lannon will come to the plate. One out here in the inning. But all Seneca softball broadcasts from Cassville district-wise will be audio only. Whether they're on the radio or just on the internet, we will only do audio from Cassville. It is homecoming week here in Seneca as Lannon drips one foul ahead of that one, and the count's 0-1. Would have been a long single, maybe two, if depending on that left fielder, but hit it foul. But
yeah,
homecoming week in Seneca as Seneca takes on Mack County this week. So Daryl and I and Seth will have the call of that one as that pitch is up and the count's 1-1. So Friday night should be a fun one.
Oh, we'll have all kinds of festive activities, going on for homecoming.
So here comes the 1-1, and that pitch is popped in the air. First baseman calls for it and grabs it. And there are two down as Rayleigh Davis will come to the plate here for Seneca. So two down. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. You may visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, proud sponsor. The Seneca Indians as Davis foul tips that into the mitt. So the count is 0-1. We're at the top of the 5 o'clock hour. You're listening to KNEO 91.7 FM. Neosho Joplin live online, kneo.org. That ball up the middle. Shortstop makes the play. Throws to first wide, but she's able to get her foot back on the bag to end the inning. Nothing doing for Seneca here in the second. We're through 2-1 Branson here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
Engel and Lampy are the 3 due up, as it is the top of the order here for Branson and Darrell. The first 2 are what reached, and you think about it, the first one was earned, but there was some mental errors, and then the second one scored on an error. So the 2 runs basically are unearned.
You get a walk in there. I call it a mental error. You know, you don't get the run down, you miss the tag or miss the ball on the run down. It wasn't executed just quite correctly, and then we get an error, and it snowballs into a couple. Then we got 3 outs with only 2 runs. So let's see if we can keep them at 0 here.
As McQueen comes to the plate, that ball is hit in the air to center field and deep, and it is over the fence as Fields just runs out of room. It is a solo home run, as Fields looked like she had a beat on it, just ran out of room.
Well, she's lucky that the fence is right there, because if the fence was about 5 feet further back, I believe Callie Fields makes that play, because she was sitting there watching just out of her reach.
So a leadoff home run for Branson as they get their 2-run lead back, as it is now 3-1, as Engel will come to the plate. And you could tell off the crack of the bat how, you heard a lot of oohs and ahs from the very get-go.
Yeah, it was a towering shot. She hit it solid, but it was so high, I didn't think it was going to get there in the wind, but it carried a long ways into the north wind. So, they earned it. You can't do anything about that.
That pitch is hit to second on a hop. King throws to first in time.
There you go.
So you have 2 pitches, a run, and an out.
Hey, it's nothing you can do about that. You're throwing strikes, and you make them have to earn it, which she did. She had a home run. You threw a strike again. This one grounds out. Make the plays when you have a chance.
As Lampy will come to the plate, she popped out to shortstop her first time. So that was the infield fly, and they couldn't get the runner out in the rundown, as that first pitch is low. So the count's 1-0. Everett at the Neosho Daily News wish the Seneca Indians good luck. 1-0 the count here on Lampy. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Rhodes. That ball in the dirt. Counts 2-0.
That's one slipped out of her hand. Like I said, bounced behind the batter.
New Mac Electric, Brader's Pharmacy, Prolube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast. 2-0 the count here on Lampe. The one walk that Seneca has had scored as that pitch is high and the count's 3-0, so she'll have to battle back here. We won't be surprised if some point Maddie Collinsworth comes in. You've seen a rotation of Rhodes starting, Collinsworth kind of a change of pace pitcher as that pitch is in there for a strike and the count's 3-1. Come in and sometimes Rhodes will come back in and finish it off. But Collinsworth a change of pace pitcher. Sometimes she'll get that in the fourth inning. She'll come in, so we'll have to see if that happens. As that one hits the inside corner and the count now full at 3-2. So Rhodes battling back here.
And Maddie's done a good job coming in this whole year. They needed a second pitcher to relieve Callie, and she's offered to come in, and she's done a great job.
As here comes a full count pitch from Rhodes. The 3-2. That is inside for ball 4. A 1-out walk. Brooklyn Davis will come to the plate. Davis grounded to second base her first time up. Still only 1 out. You have to think Lampe will be off. Not necessarily on the first pitch, but try and steal second on Davis.
Trying to get in scoring position.
It's less than 2 outs.
They got Ashton Lannon sneaking in from third, thinking there might be a bunt.
That first pitch is inside. I don't know how she got away from that and didn't get hit. That was pretty impressive maneuvering by her.
Callie, if Callie's losing it today, if she's losing the ball, she's losing it to the inside of the plate.
So here comes the 1-0. That pitch is knobbed in the air foul. Neither Stelz or Davis can get there. Counts 1-1.
I say inside part of the plate, inside the right-handers.
Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. 1-1 the count here on Davis. Here comes the 1-1. That's low. Good block by Davis. Count 2-1. The Seneca basketball season will begin the week of Thanksgiving.
For the girls.
Yes. As here comes the 2-1. That pitch is rubbed down the right field line, and it's curving foul, and it's just barely foul. If that's a fair ball, that's probably a triple.
At least. At least, and could be, an inside the park home run. I mean, because it hit and, skipped over to the very corner over there to the fence, and a long run for Mitchell to get there. But we're lucky that was just barely foul.
Yeah, I think the wind may have helped push it foul. As here comes the 2-2 pitch from Rhodes. 2-2 is outside. The runner going to steal second and is in there safely. Full count now as Davis has a full count on her. With a 3-2 count, you're going to get second if she walks anyway, so it's always interesting, but maybe a base hit.
A base hit scores, yeah.
3-2 is hit in the air. Hancock able to field it in the air. It's not really a line out. I'll call it a pop out.
Yeah, just kind of a bloop out. I mean, wasn't a line shot, but it was just a little old bloopy liner.
Yeah. So there's 2 outs as Jada Schwark will come to the plate here as she reached on an error in the first.
Pretty sure bloop is a technical term.
Yeah.
There we go. Got 2 outs. Let's leave her at second base. Let's get the third girl right here. Third out.
That first pitch is inside, so the count's 1-0. But, yeah, the Seneca girls basketball team opens up against Neosho. Can't remember if it's at home or on the road. I think it's on the road. At Neosho, either the Monday or Tuesday of Thanksgiving week. That's always the opener for both teams. So the 1-1 is up the middle. Fields will try and throw the runner out at home. Good throw, and she is out. What a throw by Callie Fields. It is a single and then an 8-2 put out, and that will end the inning. For Branson, 1 run on 2 base hits. There were no errors, and they strand 1. 2.5 in the books. It's 3-1 Branson here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Billy Graham talks about driving.
I read about a woman who tried her driver's test for the 38th time and failed. And perhaps you've tried nearly that many times for a license spiritually, to sit in the driver's seat of your own life. I'm asking you to move over and trust the Holy Spirit to drive and control your life. You can be alive right now physically, but your soul is dead. Your spirit is dead, and you keep searching for something and you can't find it. You'll never find what you're looking for in life till you come to the cross of Christ and are born again. Do you know Christ? Are you sure? God can give you a whole new life, a transformation that you never dreamed existed, if you let Him.
Discover how you can let God get behind the wheel of your life at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian Sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians!
Off the inning here for Seneca in the third, 9-1-2 as they're down 3-1. Plattner takes a ball, so the count's 1-0. Pitch looks pretty good. I thought it was a strike.
Well,
my opinion doesn't matter. That ball is nubbed past the pitcher. Going to be a tough play for the runner, for the second baseman, and Plattner reaches, and it's an infield single to start the inning.
Well, most of the time you look at those slap hitters to hit it to third base line or maybe to short, but she just hits that just a little bit. It was a hard bunt. Let's put it that way. But when you get it past the pitcher, if the pitcher gets it, she's out. Past the pitcher, and the second baseman has to play. Now we got some speed on the bases, man.
As Fields, a bad read there by Plattner. Pitch is in the dirt. Got away from the catcher a little bit, but I mean, I understand not wanting to get thrown out at.
Well, the secondary leadoff on she's a little bit hesitant on the secondary leadoff.
So here comes the 1-0. Fakes the bunt and takes a called strikes. The count's 1-1. I would not expect Fields to bunt.
I wouldn't either.
Forgot.
Fake and bunt maybe
to
see what she can do if you can get her to second base. And it's a shame. Plattner should have been a second, but.
So 1-1 is high, and the count's 2-1. Plattner committed to Barton Community College either earlier this week or last week. So she will be playing some JUCO softball next year.
You know she's going to go somewhere.
So here comes the 2-1, and that pitch is poked in the air to right center field. The center fielder has a long ways to go, and she's able to grab it for out number 1. That was a good poke by Fields, and even better play by the center fielder, Engel, who had a lot of room to cover out there in right center.
She just got underneath that bend just a little bit and gave the center fielder time to get there. Just got under the ball a little bit, but it was hard hit ball.
Maddie Collinsworth comes to the plate, takes a called strike, and the count's 0-1. Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, all sponsoring the broadcast. Seneca down 3-1. So here comes the 0-1 pitch to Collinsworth. She trying to bunt her way on. Bunts it foul. Counts 0-2 with the first baseman back. I think trying to push it down that line and catch him by surprise. Counts 0-2. Still one out here in the third inning. Here comes the 0-2. That pitch is roped down the right field line foul. Late swing by Collinsworth, but able to keep herself alive.
She's got a battle here, 0-2. If it's close, what's she supposed to do? If it's close, stick a bat on it.
Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Not only is the right side of the, here comes the 0-2, and that's high. Count 1 and 2. Not only is the right side of the Branson facing the sun, so is that umpire who's having to try and get through that glare as well.
Yeah, everybody on the right side of this field is having a hard time.
So here comes the 1-2, and that ball is roped foul, and nice stop by Coach Stolte, and no EC there. I mean,
yeah, she used her foot, so that's allowed in softball.
Isn't it allowed in every sport?
I don't know.
Count remains 1-2 here on Collinsworth. Here comes another 1-2, and that ball is lofted in the air. Tough play, and it's going to fall for a single. See if Plattner can get into second safely, and she does. It is a single for Collinsworth, and there's the Bermuda Triangle again.
Yeah, I mean, it was hit right where the second baseman and the right fielder couldn't get to it. Plattner hung around first base a little bit too tight. But when it came down, she had a long way to run to get to second, but she got there in time. Let's see if Callie Fields can help herself out. Callie Rhodes
singled her last time. Got stranded at second in the first. Here comes the first pitch to her, and that ball is hit through the left side for a single, and the bases are loaded full of Lady Indians. As Abby Stelz will come to the plate here for Seneca.
Bases loaded, one out. Abby Stelz is up. She's been hitting the ball solid, been hitting the ball hard. I imagine the corners will be playing in. I don't know if second base and shortstop may be playing back.
As Stelz grounded out to shortstop her last time. Can't hit into a double play to have a chance to score a run. That ball is popped foul, and it's going to sneak into the screen, so the count's 0-1. Stelz has had a lot of hard contact since she's been able to use a bat again. Not always successful, but she's had some loud outs.
In that one game, she's hit a couple doubles, too. It would be nice to do it right now.
As here comes the 0-1 to Stelz. That ball is popped in the air, infield fly rule in effect. And there are 2 outs now for Cordy Hancock. Hancock hit a long fly ball to center field her first time, but was out.
I made a good play by the center fielder, too, to get that, too. She had to run backwards to get it, but she made a good play.
Hancock does have a 3-run home run this year. Why not add a grand slam to your docket?
Slam to it, too.
So here comes the first pitch to her, and that's outside for a ball. This counts 1-0. Talk about earning it. So far, Seneca single, just not far enough to get any runs in.
Just can't get that. Just can't get the run in. We need one more. Put some pressure on Branson.
So here comes the 1-0, and that ball is popped in the air, and it's caught out there in left field for the final out of the inning. For Seneca, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They strand 3. 3 in the books, 3-1 Branson here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Callie Hall set to lead off the inning here for Branson. 6, 7, and 8. Hall, Wilkerson, and Morrison. So here comes the first pitch to her. That's high and outside for a ball. So the count's 1-0. Hall grounded to second base her first time up. Seneca would love to leave this at 3-1 going into their half of the fourth, as they will send their 6, 7, and 8 hitters to the plate as well.
So they throw strikes and let's make plays.
That pitch is inside, and the count's 2-0. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. So here comes the 2-0 pitch from Rhodes. That's in the dirt. Counts 3-0. It's the third one of those today.
Yeah, it's slipping out of her hand. I don't know what the...
It's not like it's hot and sweaty and...
No. And she may need a little spit on her hand to put a little grip on it or something.
Spitball.
Yeah.
I mean, those are illegal now, but still.
Well, just you got to load it up, put a little Vaseline on it. And
3-0 the count.
You know, that's what they used to. The old divers used to get it to break a little bit more.
As here comes the 3-0 from Rhodes. That's in there for a strike, and the count's 3-1. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank, and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast. 3-1 the count. I think Hall might be taking 3-1 as well. She was, especially because it's high and outside. Leadoff runner is on. As Taylor Wilkerson comes to the plate, she struck out her first time. Granted, in the third, it was a home run, but the 2 innings that Branson has had the leadoff runner on, they've come around and scored. As Callie Rhodes is going to bring in the entire infield and have a conversation potentially about what the play at second is going to be, and now head coach Ali Stolte is going to go out and join the conversation as well. Maybe she felt a little left out.
Well, you know, I think Callie just wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page, and I thought might be a pretty good little powwow without the coach, because depends on what happens this inning. Then coach still hasn't, you know, a way out there. Now if she comes back out there again, you got to change pitchers, and so limit it to, you know, your the second time out, you've got to change pitchers. Right. And it wouldn't surprise me if things going on this inning, or if Callie has a bad inning or something like that. Wouldn't be surprised me if Collinsworth doesn't come in.
Then the yo-yo would go around, as Seneca is playing the infield in, playing for the bunt. So it's bunted foul, so the count's 0-1. I mean, King is in next to the pitcher. Lannon's in as well. So Stelz is still back at first, but I think that's by design.
Yes. Stelz is back there to cover the base. Hancock is back to cover second.
As here comes the 0-1. That hits the outside corner, and the count's 0-2.
There you go.
And any thought of a bunt may be off.
Well, she's a slap hitter.
So they are leaving King where she is. I thought they were going to put her back a little bit, but leave her where she is because you still have that force out. That pitch does not hit the outside corner. Hancock slips. Still able to feel it. And they said the pitch was outside. So the stolen base allows the runner get to second anyways, and Davis kind of hesitated because I think it was going to be, she thought it was strike 3.
Well, I don't think she noticed that the girl on first had taken off, so it was kind of just a little late throw, and Hancock was almost a second, and they threw it behind her, so that's when she tripped and fell. But anyway, let's get this girl at the plate.
So 1-2 is swung on and missed. Have to complete the throw, and now the runner will get to third. And there's 1 out, but the runner takes third on the throw. As Kalia Morrison comes to the plate. She grounded out to the pitcher her first time up. Seneca, I thought they were going to bring the infield in as Lannon is in. It's a bunt, and Lannon is able to grab it for the putout. And that is a big out there by Ashton Lannon.
I thought they was going to collide is what I thought they was going to do. I thought they was going to hit.
As Sheehan, Rhodes, and Davis, all three of them were very close together. And there's 2 down now for Peyton Youngblood, and you don't want to get back to the top of the order. And Davis needs to be a wall behind the plate as well.
Yeah.
As here comes the first pitch. That's in there for a strike. The count's 0-1. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, Twitter at KNEO917 Sports. So here comes the 0-1, and that pitch is hit to first. Stelz's going to field it, grab the bag, and Seneca is able to strand that runner at third. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left for Branson in the 4th. 3.5 done. 3-1 Branson here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
And we welcome you back as McKaylee Mitchell will start off here in the inning, and she gets hit. Almost looked like it may have hit the bat, but it hit her hand. A leadoff runner is on, and she is no worse for wear. Well, I say that, but they're going to let her try and squeeze her arm or her hand. It's a weird place for it to hit.
Yeah, it might look like it might be on the wrist.
Leadoff runner on for Seneca as Landon will step in once they give her a minute. I mean, she didn't think too much about it going down until she got to the bag and is talking to assistant coach Susan Beville now, and the first base umpire gave her a little bit of time as well.
Now, Susan gave the thumbs up. I really haven't seen her put much squeeze on that yet, but she probably doesn't want to come out of the game at all.
As Landon comes to the plate, popped out to first her last time. The ball gets by all the way to the backstop. Mitchell will go to second. She pulled back. That's what I said. Oh, did they call it a strike?
I think the umpire called that a strike. I thought, like you, Ben, I thought she pulled back.
Well, the scoreboard has it on a ball, so we'll see. So that pitch gets by the catcher as well. So 2 straight wild pitches. Has a runner at third for Seneca with nobody out. Well, now the scoreboard has a 1-1 count.
Yeah,
so.
I'm pretty sure the ball was over everybody's head. I thought she pulled back, but I think the umpire called it a strike.
That pitch is high for a ball. So, love to see us out. He does have it at 2-1.
Yeah.
Two and 1 the count, and I think Coach Stolte just realizing he called that first one a strike too.
Yeah.
That pitch is high, and the count's 3-1, and She is having a hard time as Morrison finding the strike zone. She has thrown basically 5 straight balls. I know she gets credit for a strike there, but it's not, as that 3-1 is in the dirt for ball 4. So runners are at first and third for Rayleigh Davis, and the bottom of the lineup is getting on here for Seneca.
Hit, pitch, and a walk. We've got to make them pay. You've got to take advantage of those situations and see if we can't get it. We couldn't get a timely hit last inning, Ben, because we had bases loaded, 1 out. See if we can't get a few hits at the right time this time.
First and third, nobody out. Here comes the first pitch to Davis. She squares. It's a good bunt. Nobody covering the bag, and now you got Mitchell in a rundown, and she will be tagged out at third base, as runners will be at first and second on the fielder's choice. I mean, the first baseman was going to go to first, and I don't know if she would have got her. However, Mitchell was too far from the plate, as I think, are we going to have a runner? I wonder if King is going to run for Davis. Or would it? Yes. Jolie King is your flex player, so she will run. That put out was 3-2 to 5. Or no, 3-2 because she tagged her out before she got back to third. One of the more unusual putouts you will see as Kesley Plattner comes to the plate. They're playing her in, but if you can hit it between the pitcher and second again, you have a chance to load the bases. That's actually a hard hit ball, and a runner will be bases will be loaded for Seneca, as that was sharply hit, and now
took a hard hop off the shortstop. She just couldn't get a hand on it.
The bases are loaded for the top of the order, and now can you get that timely hit? Fields 0 for 1. She flew out to right center her last at-bat. She walked in the first, as all of a sudden Morrison has gotten herself into a very big pickle.
Bases loaded, 1 out again, Ben. Like you said, can we get the hit at the right time?
So here comes the first pitch to Fields, and it's in the dirt. Good block there by the catcher, Schwark. He'll take a walk as well, because Morrison has not proven that she can throw a strike this inning. 1-0 the count. Comes the 1-0 pitch. That's in the dirt, and the count's 2-0. You don't want to go to 3-0, but you also don't necessarily want to groove one to a very good hitter in Callie Fields.
She should be just licking her chops, because you don't want to go 3-0. So these next 2 pitches have got to be probably going to be right on target.
That pitch gets by, and the runner is going to come in and score. A wild pitch will allow Landon to come in and score, and all of a sudden it's a 1-run game with runners at second and third and a 3-0 count here on Callie Fields.
The catcher from Branson, Ben, I can't remember her name right now.
Schwartz
is having a hard time back there, and that there had a bad hop and looked like it bounced off her shin or something. Got away from her.
3-0 the count. Here comes the 3-0. That's in there for a strike. Count 3-1. Fields may be taking on 3-1-2 just to prove that you can throw a strike.
Well, if it's in her wheelhouse, I guarantee she doesn't want to walk. She wants to hit it. That's what she wants to do.
Counts 3-1 here on Fields. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That pitch is roped in the air to center field over the center fielder's head. 2 runs will come in and score. Seneca has a 4-3 lead as Callie Fields hits a 2 RBI double, and Seneca takes their first lead of the ball game.
The timely hit, Ben. We finally got one. The wild pitch got a run in, and the timely hit took the other 2 in.
So 3 runs in the inning for Seneca. Still only 1 out, and Maddie Collinsworth comes to the plate. Collinsworth singled her last at bat. She's 1 for 2. It's Morrison, a long look over at the Branson dugout. That pitch is over for a strike. So the count's 0-1. Be the top of the order for Branson in their half of the fifth. We'll see if Collinsworth may come in to pitch the fifth just to change eye speed, as she's going to try and bunt her way on. It's a good bunt. Throws to first. It's high. The runner is out. It is a fielder's choice that allows Fields to get to third. It is was that the first baseman? It's a 3-4 put out. As Coach Stolte going to ask the umpires to talk about it. I don't think you can overrule that.
I think she had to jump to catch it, but I honestly think she came back down
before Collinsworth got on the bag. So she is out. It's a 3-4 put out. There's 2 down, but a runner at third for Callie Rhodes. Rhodes 2 for 2. And a wild pitch could potentially score Fields from third.
Yep.
So there's 2 down in the inning. 3 runs in so far for Seneca here in the inning. Comes the first pitch to Rhodes, and that's high for a ball, so the count's 1-0. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the 1-0. That's high, and the count's 2-0. This is not a hitter you want to fall behind, but then again, you may be avoiding her to try and get to somebody else.
Yeah, you may not give her anything to hit.
That's in the dirt. Good block there by Schwark behind the plate. And there's 3-0. However, you can't groove one because Callie Rhodes is one of the few hitters in the 4-State area that has a green light. 3-0.
Yeah, I guarantee she does.
Here comes the 3-0, and that's just outside for ball 4. So that was the intentional walk. So Abby Steltz will come to the plate. Steltz 0 for 2, a ground out and a pop out. So they may be playing the we joke about field position in football. That's not really field position, but that's playing the batter average.
Yeah, exactly. And Steltz can hit it. She's been swinging the bat good, and we got the Branson coach out here for I don't know if it's a powwow or we're going to change pitchers.
As we will stay here until we know what the result is, as the lefty still has the ball, does Morrison. I mean, yes.
More of a powwow, doesn't it?
Yeah, as Seneca has 3 runs in the inning, but if you're Branson, you're 1 pitch from getting out of this inning, and you have the top of your lineup up in the 5th. So that may be something that the Branson coach is saying is, hey, you're 1 pitch from getting out of this, and we have the top of our lineup coming to the plate. Steltz comes to the plate. She's 0 for 2. Rhodes may try and get in a pickle here. That may be the other thing. Runners on first and third. Try and get Rhodes in a pickle and let Fields score.
Fields have to score.
That pitch is popped up in the air, and the pitcher can't grab it. It's a fair ball. And Rhodes will take second on the play. It's an E1 as the run comes in and scores, as she tried to field it in fair territory, and it just went off her glove. And runners are at first and second, for Cordy Hancock, who is the 9th batter in the inning. Hancock has flown out to left and flown out to center, so all that's left is to hit one out of the park. That ball is spoiled foul, so the count's 0-1.
And both of them hit hard, Ben. Both of them. I mean, she hit the first one to center. Thought maybe she might have burnt the center fielder, but she made a good play. And then the left fielder right at her. Just a line shot right at the center or left fielder.
Yeah.
And let's see if she can't hit it hard again. Find an opening this time.
So here comes the 0-1, and that's swung on and missed. Counts quickly 0-2. Seneca has definitely earned their keep in this inning. They have 2 base hits, 2 walks, and an error and a hit by pitch. Have allowed the 4 runs to come in. As the 0-2, she just gets a piece. I thought she missed it, and the catcher missed it.
Staying alive.
Seneca 4 runs in the inning to take a 5-3 lead. 0-2 count here on Hancock, who needs to battle. Here comes another 0-2. Popped in the air. Center fielder having to come in. Second baseman going out. And the second baseman just able to snow cone it for the final out of the inning. For Seneca, 4 runs in the inning on 2 base hits. There was an error, and they strand 2. 4 in the books, 5-3 Seneca here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
What makes you feel loved? Maybe it's gifts, or words of affirmation, or acts of service. But what about the greatest act of love?
Jesus Christ loved us so much that he went to the cross and died for us. He took all the hell and all the judgment on him at the cross.
Billy Graham.
And the scripture says, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever, that includes you, whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
That's right. Jesus thinks you were worth dying for, and he gave his life so you could join him in heaven someday. Find out more at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. And it's from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
And we welcome you back, as it will be at the top of the order here for Branson, and they will face a new pitcher in Maddie Collinsworth, as so far Rhodes has gone 4 innings, given up 3 runs, 3 hits. There was an error so far. 2 of the 3 runs were earned, 1 of them unearned. She does have a chance to re-enter at pitcher if necessary, but Collinsworth comes in to face the top of the order in McQueen, Engel, and Lampy. Rhodes moves from pitcher to third. Lannon moves from third to second. King moves from second to right. And Mitchell moves from right to left. Did you get all that? If you didn't, too bad.
A lot of movement, little joggling around a little bit, but everybody's seen it before.
So here comes the first pitch. That ball is cranked to left field and deep, and she just hit another home run. 1 pitch, and all of a sudden it's a 1-run ball game. That one was over the plate, and McQueen has herself 2 solo home runs on the afternoon. She was ready for that one.
Yeah, that one was hit hard. I think that one was hit harder than the first one.
As Engel comes to the plate, she is grounded out, and she's also walked. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. You may visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. So the first pitch is high for a ball. Counts 1-0. Engel, Lampy, and Davis, between the 3 of them, they don't have a hit. So see if Collinsworth can keep that up. So 1 is low, and the count's 2-0. Excuse me, it was a 1-0.
Just throw. There's nothing you can do about it. Throw strikes and make plays.
So here comes the 2-0. That pitch is spoiled foul back to the screen. So the count's 2-1. Seneca finishes up big 8 play tomorrow and Thursday at Monette, tomorrow at Nevada on Thursday. Comes the 2-1, and that off-speed pitch is hit past Rhodes at third, and it's a single to not start the inning, but to continue the inning, as Rhodes made a diving attempt at it and couldn't get it to go. But again, they're just hitting base hits here. I mean, nothing you can do there.
There's nothing you can do. Just throw strikes, and you got to make plays behind them. Just don't make them earn it. Right now, they're earning it, and you got to tip your hat. We earned it last inning. Make them earn it if they're going to do anything.
That first pitch is high and outside for a ball. So counts 1-0. Lampy has popped out and walked. She got thrown out at home to end the third inning. Great play by Callie Fields. That ball is hit a mile in the air. Hancock is going to grab it there at shortstop. There's one down. Big first out for Collinsworth as Davis comes to the plate. Davis has grounded out to second and popped out to shortstop. Everyone at the Neosho Daily News wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. So one out here as Davis comes to the plate. Comes the first pitch from Collinsworth. That's in there for, nope, that's a ball. Throw over is behind, and stealing second on the play is Engel. 1-0 the count. How slow that pitch was.
Yeah.
It's a good pitch to go on.
Yeah, it was a changeup. He called it a little high.
Yeah. And that's exactly what he's saying to Stolte. Here comes the 1-0. That pitch is hit to third, and it's hit foul. So count 1 ball and 1 strike. That tying run sitting at second as Davis at the plate. If you're Seneca, you're just looking for an out anywhere. Doesn't really matter where. Here comes the 1-1. And that pitch is up. So the count's 2-1. Schwark on deck, Hall in the hole for Branson. As here comes the 2-1. Swung on and missed. And the count's 2-2. You'd love a strikeout, but again, you don't really care where you get an out, just get an out. As here comes a 2-2 pitch to Davis. That pitch is golfed in the air down the left field line, foul, and goes into the Seneca bullpen. So the count remains 2-2. They still haven't gotten the home run ball yet. That's still sitting out there in left center. So here comes another 2-2, and that pitch is roped down the right field line, foul. Again, Seneca catching a break, because if that's a fair ball, King has a long ways to run. It's at least 3, if not an inside the park home run. Whether it be softball or baseball, Seneca has some of the biggest foul territory in all of the 4-state area. I've been to a lot of ballparks in the 4-state area, and I don't know that anybody has as much foul territory as Seneca does. I think Carthage, which,
seemed like Aurora did too.
Yeah, Aurora has a lot.
No, not Carthage softball, no.
No, I'm not talking
Baseball.
softball, baseball. As that pitch is popped in the air, Steltz going for it and grabs it for out number 2. The runner does take third on the play, but a good job by Steltz to grab the out. You'll take that change there. As Schwartz comes to the plate, she's reached a base both times, once on an error, once on a single. The tying run is at third base.
Great play from Steltz on her knees, sliding in to make that play to get the out.
As the batter calls time. It's hard for a runner to call time.
Well, not when somebody's in the batter box.
So that first pitch is high for a ball. Counts 1-0. You'd love to leave not only the runner stranded at third, but that would force 6, 7, and 8 to come to the plate in the 6th. Try and avoid that top of the order till the 7th. Popped in the air, foul. Davis doesn't have a play. So it gets out of play, and the count is 1-1. So this game got turned on its head in the 4th inning as Seneca sent 9 to the plate and scored 4. They'll send 6, 7, and 8 back to the plate in the 5th. So that ball is roped down the left field line, and if it's fair, it's gone. and it's fair, but it bounces
Bounced
up
over.
against the fence and over. So it is a double as they tie the game at 5, and we're out of softballs.
Yeah, we got.
You got.
Here we go. Yeah, Plattner's just got one back in.
That is not a home run by any stretch of the imagination. You saw it bounce. So I don't know what that. He's saying that he signaled home run, but we all saw it bounce. So I don't know what he can be complaining about. It was clear as day that it bounced, and it's going to be a double.
Yeah, he was wanting to. Are you sure it bounced in play before, and it did.
As you will have
25.
your courtesy runner out there for the catcher. As Callie Hall will come to the plate. Hall 0 for 1. She grounded to second. First plate appearance, walked in the 4th. So Branson has tied the game, and now they will throw the ball in. They have a play at the plate. The runner's safe. Now you have a play at second. The runner takes second on the throw. So it's an RBI single for Hall. So the run comes in and scores. She takes second on the throw. And 3 runs here in the inning for Branson has them lead back at 6-5. As Taylor Wilkerson comes to the plate. She's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Here's a slap hitter.
As she fakes the bunt, and the count's 1-0. Hancock needs to try and cover third there on the.
If she shows bunt, she's got to cover third.
So 1-0 the count. Here comes the 1-0 from Collinsworth. They're going to try and take third, and Rhodes was not paying attention. Mitchell going to try and throw home, and in at home on the play is Hall. So it's a stolen base and then an E2, and 4 runs in the inning here for Branson.
Yeah.
I wanted to call them Aurora, and I don't know why.
Oh, they've got same colors.
So they have taken a 2-run lead back again as they've scored 4 in their half of the inning. So that pitch is outside, so the count is 3-0. So Rhodes wasn't paying attention enough to get back, and then Hancock couldn't get over in time, and Davis just airmailed the throw. 3-0 is high for ball 4.
Well, technically, Ben, the third baseman's got to run in, showing bunt. She's on the move. It's a shortstop's got to cover.
As Kalia Morrison comes to the plate, she's 0 for 2. As this is the 8th batter in the inning here for Branson. Here comes the first pitch to her. She takes a called strikes, counts 0-1. Morrison has grounded out and popped out. Grounded out to the pitcher, popped out to the third baseman. That was really a nice play by Landon. That was on a bunt attempt. So 1-0 is 0-1 is high. So the count's 1-1. I have to think that runner will be off at some point to try and steal second.
Especially the left-handed batter up. It's hard to throw someone out.
So here comes the 1-1. That's popped in the air, foul. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count here on Morrison. Collinsworth trying to get out of this inning as Branson has earned their keep in this inning.
Yeah.
4 hits and 4 runs. So here comes the 1-2. That is outside, maybe low, and the count's 2-2. This batter reaches, you get to the number 9 hitter, and then you get back to the top of the order, and you don't want to face them for the second time here in the inning. So here comes the 2-2 in the dirt, blocked by Davis, but runner off on the pitch. Good read there by Wilkerson, and she takes second on the play. The count's full at 3-2. So full count here on Morrison. So here comes the 3-2 from Collinsworth. That ball is hit right to Hancock, and that will end the inning. For Branson in the inning, they get those 4 runs back on 4 base hits. There was an error, and they strand 1. 4.5 done, 7-5 Branson here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
And we welcome you back as McKaylee Mitchell starts off the 5th inning with a single. And she pokes it into right center field just past the second baseman, and the leadoff runner is on for the second straight inning. And for the second straight inning, it's McKaylee Mitchell.
Yeah.
So Lannon walked in the 4th, eventually came around and scored.
6, 7, 8 here, Ben. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah. 7. They did it last inning. They need to start at this inning as well.
As pitch is called strike, they throw back behind Mitchell. Gets back safely. Counts 0-1. New Mac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast. 0-1 the count here on Lannon, who's 0 for 1. She popped out to first. So that pitch is high for a ball. Count 1-1. They're kind of expecting a bunt, it looks like, because the first baseman is crashing hard. As here comes the 1-1. That is inside. Nope, he says it's up. It counts 2-1.
Branson folks didn't like that call, but it's kind of hard to throw it low enough for Ashton. She's not very tall.
2-1 the count here on Lannon. Here comes the 2-1, and that's swung on and missed. Counts 2-2. I don't know if the scoreboard stopped working or if there goes some of it.
Well, they start blinking up there. It's like there's a couple times it's blinked, a couple times and went off, so they're having trouble with it.
2-2 the count here on Lannon. Here comes the 2-2. That's low. The count's full. 3-2. Find a way to reach base if you're Seneca.
Find a way to get on.
Count's full here on Lannon. Obviously, you'd love a hit, but you'll take a walk as that's swung on and missed for strike 3.
Wait a minute. Yeah, she's out.
And that is out number 1. She foul tipped it into the mitt. I was gonna say I didn't even realize it was foul tipped, but it went into the mitt. So there's one down as Rayleigh Davis comes to the plate. She reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. You almost could say it was an infield single. She hits 1-2 shortstop, slow roller. Only play is to first. It's a 6-3 putout. And there's 2 down as Kesley Plattner will come to the plate. Plattner is 2 for 2. She's got 2 signals. She hit the ball hard to shortstop her last time.
Yeah, it kind of handcuffed. The bounce handcuffed the shortstop. But she hit it hard, hit a slow roller to second and a hard shot to short. Let's see if she can do it again.
That first pitch is low for a ball. This counts 1-0. You'd love for her to reach base because then you get back to Callie Fields at the top of the order. 1-0 the count. We're at the top of the 6 o'clock hour. You're listening to KNEO 91.7 FM, Neosho Joplin, live online at kneo.org. Did he just call that a strike?
He called that a strike.
I don't understand how that's a strike when it's in the dirt like that, but 1-1 the count. Here comes the 1-1. And she nubs it foul. And the count is 1-2. So 1-2 the count here as Plattner needs to battle. So here comes the 1-2. That's in the dirt. And the count's 2-2. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic, all sponsoring the broadcast. Here comes the 2-2. That hits her on the inside. I think it hit her in the knee. Doesn't matter how you get on, just get on. It's not like she stuck her leg out or anything either.
No, she was doing her walk step. You know how she walks and slap hits it. And she was doing her walk step, crossover walk step, and it hit her. It was in her normal batting, however you want to call it.
Yeah. So 2 on and 2 out here for Callie Fields, who doubled her last time, doubled in 2 runs. So here comes the first pitch to her. That's outside for a ball. This counts 1-0. I don't want to say this could be an intentional walk, but Fields 0 for 1. She's 1 for 2. She's flown out to center. She's also walked. Now they're going to try and work it back inside as she swings and misses, and it counts 1-1. Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, and Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-1 the count. Here comes the 1-1 after a long look in by Morrison. The 1-1. Popped in the air. It's left fielder coming in, and she will grab it for the final out of the inning. For Seneca, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 2. 5 in the books, 7-5 Branson here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Can you prove that you have a seat in heaven?
Wow, that's a pretty heavy question. What would you say?
Some people say, well, you can imitate Jesus. You can do the things Jesus did as best you can, and that's enough, isn't it?
Billy Graham.
You can do all the good works. You can go with all the people that are doing good social work around the world. But the scripture says, not by works of righteousness which we have done, but according to his mercy he saved us, by the washing of regeneration and renewing of the Holy Spirit. The only way you can get a seat is to come to the cross and confess that you're a sinner and receive Christ as Lord and Savior, and come to the empty tomb and believe that he rose again from the dead.
If you're not sure you've got a seat in heaven, let's talk now. Call us 855-255-PRAY. That's 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
You don't have to face the meat of the order except for one final time as Rhodes comes back in for Seneca, and she will face McQueen, Engel, and Lampy, McQueen has hit home runs her last 2 plate appearances, once against Rhodes and once against Collinsworth. She's 3 for 3 on the day, 2 solo home runs.
She has hit the ball hard the last 2 times.
As here comes the first pitch. Now she's trying to bunt her way on? Oh, this is the number 9 hit hitter. That's
yes.
why I'm confusing myself. It's Youngblood and then the top of the order in McQueen and Engel.
There you go.
I was very confused. And now I understand my confusion.
Well, I was wondering, I'm like, one's 12 and the next one's 21. And I'm thinking, was it 12 that was hitting it? Because I didn't think it. I thought it was 21. But I thought, well, it could have been. I could have been transposing the numbers.
The 0-1 is bunted fair. Lannon going to throw to first in time. Good job there by Ashton Lannon to come in and field the bunt. It's a 5-3 putout. There's one down now for McQueen, who has the 2 home runs. Lannon goes back to third. King goes back to second. Mitchell goes back to right. Collinsworth goes back to left. If you didn't get that, I apologize, but I don't think I'm going to say it again.
Just go what you did in the last inning in reverse order.
As here comes the first pitch to her. That's inside for a ball. So the count's 1-0. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. Working the inside corner, trying to jam her hands a little bit. Comes the 1-0, and that ball is laced up the middle to center. So she's perfect 4 for 4 on the afternoon. 2 singles and 2 solo home runs. And you're hoping she can't get back up in the 7th.
We need to start. Yeah, we just, hey, throw strikes. She's earned it. She's played great today and hit the ball well.
Engels 2 for 2, 1 for 2. She singled in the 5th off Collinsworth. She grounded out in the 3rd against Rhodes, and she's walked and scored.
Let's see if we can leave her on base, though. Get 2 more outs here.
So that first pitch is spoiled foul. I think that went over the Branson dugout. The count's 0-1. Seneca will open up district play next Thursday. We just don't know against who. We know the where. We just don't know the who or the time.
Well, hopefully we'll have all the information for you on Friday.
Yes, we should have it by Friday. So 0-1 is spoiled foul. Counts 0-2. Yeah, I would think you would have to have it by Friday.
I think that actually went over the net, Ben, which is
a
kind of
rarity.
hard. Yeah, a rarity here.
0-2 the count here on Engel. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank, and Trust all sponsoring the broadcast. Seneca will have the heart of their order due up 2, 3, and 4 in their half of the 6th. And you would love for it to be a 7-5 game at that point. Although Mitchell has sparked a couple rallies the last 2 innings. Ball up the middle. Hancock can't dive and catch it. Back-to-back singles as almost hit Hancock again. As runners are at first and second for Lampy, who's 0 for 2. She's popped out to shortstop twice and walked once.
She made a good effort to it on shortstop. It just outside of her reach. But like you said, Ben, I mean, they're earning it. Throwing strikes, they've hit a couple. You can't complain about that.
4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, the Osho Area Chamber of Commerce, all sponsoring the broadcast. Comes the first pitch in the dirt. Good block by Davis. Throw to third. Can't get the runners out. It's a wild pitch. Allows the runners to take second and third, and those are 2 big insurance runs for Branson sitting at second and third now.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard to leave them there. But we need to do everything we can to get there.
Are they wanting to call batter interference there? I think that's what Coach Stolte is at. That's the only thing I can think was the batter outside the box and forced Davis to go around her and didn't give her a clean throw. Which at that point, or she's intentionally walking.
She's intentionally walking, making a play.
Force.
Yeah, a force at every plate. And I know the corners should be playing in.
Davis 0 for 3, ground out, foul out, and pop out. So, but I'm very confused. Why would you have a discussion with the umpire and then the home plate umpire
About walking her?
about
Yeah,
walking her?
I don't know.
Unless you wanted them to call catcher's interference.
Yeah, I don't think she moved while she was in the box.
That first pitch is fouled back to the screen. It counts 0-1. There have been a lot of confusing things that have happened to us this year, Daryl.
Oh, yeah. It always happens.
And we got two we got a somewhat smart person up here and then two very dumb people up here.
Yeah, I don't know who the smart one is, but not me.
It's not me either. As here comes the 0-1. That's swung on and missed. That was center cut, and Davis just missed it. This counts 0-2.
Well, we need it here. No wild pitches.
You would love a strikeout.
Yeah.
You would take a ground out. As here comes the 0-2. That's popped in the air. Lannon can't get there. Neither can Davis. So the count remains 0-2. Davis against Rhodes and Davis catching. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Davis and Davis at the plate.
I highly doubt they're related.
I doubt that as well.
Davis is just too common a name. So here comes another 0-2 from Rhodes. That's spoiled foul as she swung at what would have been ball one, but able to get a piece. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes.
Well, she's swinging at close pitches. I mean, that was out of the strike zone a little high, but, hey, that's what you want her to do. You want her to try to think it's an 0-2 count. It's the hardest one to hit. If you can throw it off a little bit.
So here comes another 0-2. That ball is poked into right for a single. Mitchell able to cut it off. Good cutoff, but they're going to send the runner home. It's a 2 RBI single for Davis. And 2 runs will come in and score as runners will be at first and third. And 2 runs in.
Fouling it off, tipping it off, fouling it off, and what does she do? Just reaches out and pokes one out there in right field.
So 2 runs come in and score. And all of a sudden it's 9-5 and some more insurance for Branson out there at first and third as Schwark at the plate. So that first pitch is outside for a ball, taking second without a throw is Davis. So there are a couple more runs out there for Branson here in the inning. But again, right now Branson's earning their keep, Daryl. As that pitch is foul tipped and the count's 1-1.
They're hitting the baseball. We're not walking them.
Softball.
They're hitting the softball. Well, if it was a baseball, they'd be hitting that one too.
Yeah, they have 3 base hits and the intentional walk. So they have, and you think about it, that's an 0-2 pitch, and she just went with it to right. Mitchell did everything she could and played it perfectly. That pitch is hit down the right field line, curving foul, and it's fouls. Counts 1-2. Now, Mitchell played that about as perfect as you can. It's just
they're hitting it where we're not. They're getting solid base hits. You make them earn it. That's all you can do is throw strikes and play defense behind them.
So, count is 1-2 here on Schwark. Schwark is 2 for 3. She's reached base all 3 times. She also reached on an error. So that ball is hit to Hancock at shortstop. It's a 6-3 putout, but the fielder's choice does allow an extra run to come in and score on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, it's all she had. It's all she could do.
And you could even hear it from up here. Davis telling her, hey, go to first. As Callie Hall comes to the plate, she has singled and grounded out. She's also walked. 2 big innings here for Branson. 4 runs in the 5th and 3 more here in the 6th. So that one's fouled off, so the count's 0-1. Seneca football Friday night homecoming against Mack County. 6:15 pregame show, 7 o'clock kickoff from Seneca.
Oh, it'll be jam-packed, and we'll have more activities you can shake a stick at, and all the floats and all the pageantry. And
The 0-1 is swung on and missed, so they count 0-2. As
it'd be a fun night in Seneca.
Seneca has proven that they are on a mission to make up for their lost chance last year at the state title. They're looking to be a state title contender again this year.
Yeah, they got a long way to go to get there.
The 0-2 pitch hit on a hop to Hancock. What a great play by
There you
Cordy.
go.
And she fields it and throws to first in time for the putout. 4 Branson in the inning. 3 more runs on 3 base hits. There were no errors, and they strand 2. 10-5 Branson after 5.5 in the books here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
Ready to buy your dream home? Look no further than First Community Bank's mortgage department. Our experienced team is here to help you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service, we'll make sure your home buying process is a breeze. Visit First Community Bank today and let us help make your dream home a reality. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The staff at Mid-America Specialty Markets, along with Jamie and Terry Langford, are proud to serve our community and support the local high school students in their extracurricular activities this school year. Langford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office at 908 Washington Avenue, or call us at 417-776-LIFE, or visit us at midaminsurance.com.
Maddie Collinsworth to lead off the 6th here for Seneca as she spoils that one foul. Counts 0-1. She's 1 for 3. She has singled, grounded out, and popped out. As Branson has a 10-5 lead. They scored 7 runs in the past 2 innings.
And we've got an answer here, Ben, to make it a game.
That pitch nubbed to the pitcher. Throws to first in time. It's a 1-3 put out, and there's 1 down as Callie Rhodes comes to the plate. Rhodes 2 for 2. She's reached the base all 3 times. She has singled, she's singled, and walked.
Yeah, the walk was nothing. She may be walking here too, but I don't know. The 10-5 lead, maybe they'll pitch to her, didn't they?
I was going to say, you got a little bit of wiggle room here. So that first pitch is outside, so the count is 0-1. We should know by Friday where, well, we know the where. We don't know the when or the time or who on Seneca playing on districts, as that pitch is up, so the count is 2-0. So we know the where, but we don't know the who or the when. And so we should know that by Friday.
Yeah, listen to the broadcast on Friday. We can give you that information.
So that pitch is outside, and the count's 3-0. And, you know, Morrison, it's 3-0, but the first 2 pitches were really good misses. So I wouldn't even say this is an intentional walk, as take a strike, and the count's 3-1. Kind of nibbling the edges, trying to see if they can get her to chase or get the edge of the strike zone, which they did there. 3-1 the count. Here comes the 3-1, and that pitch is poked foul, and the count's 3-2. Might have been just outside, but after calling the last one a strike, Rhodes felt like she had to swing at it.
Yeah, it was close. Swing at it.
3-2 the count. Here comes the 3-2 to Rhodes. She pokes that one foul. Same thing. Count remains at 3-2. It's just like baseball. It's amazing how many foul balls you go through in a game.
Mm-hmm.
3-2 the count again here on Rhodes. Another 3-2. That is outside and low for ball 4. 1 out walk. So Abby Steltz will come to the plate. Steltz 0 for 3. She reached on an error in the 4th. She popped one up to the pitcher, and the pitcher couldn't grab it in fair territory. So that first pitch is hit in the air, blooped in the air. Center fielder and left fielder can't grab it, and now Rhodes going to try and belly flop into third, and she is in there safely. It's a single, and then they take second and third. I think out there in left center field, the left fielder and center fielder, neither one called the other off, and they were trying to avoid a collision.
I thought they were going to collide, and I think the center fielder backed off. And you want to think it's probably the center fielder's call, but the sun might have been in her eyes, but it was hit right where they were just couldn't get to it.
Runners at second and third for Hancock, who pops one in the air. It's going to dunk down for a single. Run will come in and score as runners will be at first and third. An RBI single for Hancock, and Seneca is not going quietly.
Just stuck a bat out there, found an opening, found a spot. We've hit a couple where they're not.
As McKaylee Mitchell comes to the plate, she has reached base her last 2 times. She had a sharp single her last time. She was hit by a pitch in the 4th. She's also grounded out. She takes a ball high. They're going to throw through, and the runner is safe. They call her safe. Somehow avoided the tag. I don't know how, but Hancock avoids it as they did not.
I know the coach is coming out. I almost want to say that the umpire said that she didn't touch her.
And, I mean, there is no way to really.
The ball was there. She had it there, but I think she was scared to death of the runner from third, and she was way in front of the bag and called it. It said she didn't touch her.
There's no way the home plate umpire can overrule that. They're going to want to have a conversation about it. Or is he wondering the count? He's wondering the count. The count is 1-0.
Yeah.
So if you can get a single, this game gets mighty spicy quickly because then it becomes 10-8. Still only 1 out here. All you're asking for is an opportunity. 1-0 the count. So here comes the 1-0. That's high, and the count's 2-0.
Get the top of the lineup to get us going again, Ben, like they did last couple innings.
As Mitchell has a 2-0 count. Here comes the 2-0. She takes a called strike, taking the entire way. And the count's 2-1. Mitchell and Lannon are the 2. And hopefully Davis potentially. It's the 2-1. That's hit on a hop. Only play is to first. It's a fielder's choice. It's a 5-3 put out, but it allows a run to come in and score to make it 10-7. Runner advanced to third on the play in Hancock. So you have a runner at third with 2 outs and Lannon to the plate.
See if Ashton can get that girl in, hit the ball and get the girl in from third. Get a base hit, get another run in.
As I say, that's a big run sitting at third.
Yes, huge.
So that ball is nubbed in the air, and they're going to let it roll foul. Had a lot of English on it, and it goes foul. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, Twitter, KNEO917 Sports. What this does by Lannon getting to the plate is you guarantee Callie Fields another at bat in the 7th.
Yeah, but we need this run in from third base, man.
The 0-1 is fouled off, and the count's 0-2. So you just have to find a way to put it in fair territory and make them make a play, because they've made some sloppy plays the last couple of innings.
Just need something that's hit hard in a spot. We can get this run in.
That pitch is outside. Counts 1-2. I don't know how much the sun is playing a factor anymore for that right side of the infield.
Look at those long shadows. They're looking right into it. It's a little dimmer out there now. So
here comes the 1-2, and that's swung on and missed. They have to complete the strikeout, and that will complete the strikeout to end the inning. For Seneca, they get 2 runs in the inning on 2 base hits. There were no errors, and they strand 1. 6 in the books, 10-7 Branson here on the KNEO Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
The 7th, Wilkerson, Morrison, Youngblood, as Seneca can't really afford to let any of them get on because the top of the order and Jacelyn McQueen is due up fourth, and she is a perfect 4 for 4 on the afternoon.
Yeah, she's having a day. Very good hitter, very good shortstop as well.
So Wilkerson 0 for 2 with a walk. Morrison 0 for 3. Youngblood 0 for 3. If you're Seneca, you can't afford to allow a walk, hit by pitch, any of those things to get McQueen to the plate.
We're going throw strikes. Jolie King's moving in, shortstop. Cody Hancock, so is Ashton. And Babby Stelps is staying back.
As she fakes a bunt and takes the strikes, counts 0-1. Stelts really needs to be near that first base bag to try and keep the bag so that way you have somebody to throw to. Here comes the 0-1. She squares again and takes pitch apparently just outside. Davis hesitated.
Yeah, well, Davis had to turn around and look. It's like, what? That's not?
1-1 the count as we are nearing this game being 2 hours old. We're at 1 hour and 58 minutes at the moment. So that pitch is fouled off of Davis's leg, I think.
Yeah, I think it got down there and got her at the top of the knee.
At least she's chuckling about it. 1-2 the count here on Wilkerson.
They take a beating over the season, over a month and a half, 2 months maybe.
So the count is 1-2. When you only got 10, if you're basically the only catcher, you're going to be really taking a beating.
Yeah.
1-2 the count here on Wilkerson. Comes the 1-2. That's hit to King. Bobbles it, gets it back, and throws to first. They had her playing in, and they played it perfectly. So there's one down.
Good one, Jolie. Just knock it down, staying with it. Kind of handcuffed her, got a bad hop coming up at her. But she knocked it down, stayed in front of it, threw her out. Good play. That's a good start to the inning. Ben, let's get these next two.
Kalia Morrison comes to the plate. She's 0 for 3. Ground out, pop out, line out. Guess flyouts, though, that's left?
Yeah, I don't know, as long as it's an out.
Here comes the first pitch, and that's nubbed foul.
How about strikeout?
Oh, that works, too. 0-1 the count.
She said she fouled out?
Yes. No, she has not fouled out.
Oh, okay. We got foul out, strikeout.
And fly out.
Yeah. All right, just long
because she has grounded out, popped out, and lined out.
Hey,
so.
long as it ends in an out.
0-1 the count. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That is hit back to Rhodes. Throws to first in time. And 2 ground outs here for Rhodes as Peyton Youngblood comes to the plate. Youngblood 0 for 3. A ground out to first, a ground out to third, and a strikeout looking.
As long as it's an out. Let's get this one out.
Yeah, you can't really afford to let the top of the lineup come to the plate. So that first pitch is in there for a strike on the outside corner. Counts 0-1.
Yeah, we don't want the top of the lineup coming up. We want to end this, and let's give Seneca a chance. Just get a chance.
Seneca will have 8, 9, and 1 in their half of the 7th. As she squares to bunt and pulls back, it counts 1-1.
Wow, that was a late pullback.
1-1 the count. 2 outs in the inning. Youngblood at the plate. As here comes the 1-1 from Rhodes. Squares again, tries to bunt, and it's bunted foul. Count 1-2. They had her back, or Landon was playing back, so probably not a bad decision there by Youngblood to try and square. If she can get it down, she might have been safe.
She was trying to get it down to first base line. That's where she's trying to go because Callie Rhodes has to cover the first base line for Abby Stelz.
So here comes the 1-2. That pitch is hit foul. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 on the number 9 hitter for Branson. Seneca will have 8, 9, and 1. They're half of the 7th. Before the day started, Darryl, I said I have a feeling it'll be different than the 16-2 game last Friday, and I was correct as that pitch is outside, and the count's 2-2.
Yeah, we all figured we'd give them a little bit better game. You know, Branson's not a bad team, and but here at the house, I think Seneca's giving them everything they want.
So here comes another 2-2, and that is in there for a called strike 3. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for Branson here in the 7th. Seneca needs 3 to tie, 4 to walk it off here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
And 1 due up for Seneca here in the 7th. Davis, Plattner, and Fields. Davis is 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Plattner 2 for 2 and hit by a pitch as that pitch is high. This counts 1-0. Seneca needs 2 base runners to reach to even have an opportunity at tying the contest.
See, Riley is 0 for 3?
Yes.
I mean, she's due, right, Ben?
So that pitch is popped up in the air. Second baseman, a long play and a good play by that second baseman And there's out number 1, and you saw the first baseman peel off quickly, and
yeah,
good job there by the first baseman to say, hey, that's your ball the
well,
entire way.
First baseman didn't have a chance on that ball, right, about 20 yards behind her. That's a second baseman's ball, and she did a great job speed-wise. She was on there to get it. Good speed just to get the ball.
Plattner coming to the plate. She hits it over the shortstop's head. She is a perfect 3 for 3, and has reached base all 4 times as she was hit by a pitch in the 5th as well. So 1 runner on. You need 1 more on to have a shot. As Callie Fields comes to the plate.
There's the power from from Plattner, and she got a good contact with it and hit it over the short. Like, everybody's playing up because she's a slap hitter, but she got that over the shortstop's head. Let's see if we can't get a little rally going right here.
Here comes the first pitch to Fields. That ball roped down the left field line. Foul. Counts 0-1. Fields has walked and doubled. She has also flown out twice.
We got some speed on the base right now with Plattner, and we got speed at the plate.
Not only do you need 1 more to reach to have an opportunity to tie it, you need 1 more to reach to get to Callie Rhodes. 0-1 the count here on Fields. Here comes the 0-1. That's high. The count's 1-1. Collinsworth is on deck. She's 1 for 4. Rhodes is 2 for 2 with 2 walks.
Giving the alleys away, playing the corners.
That ball is nubbed to second. Throws to first in time. It's a 4-3 put out. Plattner takes second on the fielder's choice. There's 2 outs for Collinsworth. Collinsworth has to find a way to reach to get the tying run to come to the plate. You know, Collinsworth is going to put a lot of pressure on herself as well.
Oh, yeah. They all do.
That first pitch is hit slowly to third, throws to first in time, and that will end the ball game as it was a 5-3 put out. What an excellent throw by that third baseman. As Seneca, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and they strand 1. 10-7 your final score. Seneca falls to 7-22 overall. Branson improves to 14-16 on the season. We will take a quick 2-minute timeout, come back and wrap it up after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And we welcome you back for the final time. The post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. Seneca falls here 10-7, the final score. And Daryl, it's kind of, I forget the right word, but basically it's kind of the way the whole season has gone for Seneca. You put up a good fight, but can't find a way to get those important runs in at the end.
Well, yeah, like we said, when you counted up and we left 10 people on base, it's 10 girls on base. It's you can't get, if we'd got the right hit, the right time. I mean, we played well. I mean, a few mistakes, a few middle mistakes, but overall the girls made good plays in the field. And the fifth and sixth inning, that Branson hit the ball where we weren't. They earned those two. Those 2 innings, they earned it. And Seneca made them earn it, but when they got the ball hit to them, they made the plays, and we just couldn't get the right hit at the right time.
Seneca will be on the road tomorrow on Thursday. No broadcast of either of those games, as Seneca will be at Monette tomorrow, at Nevada on Thursday. Districts will start a week from Thursday in Cassville. When we know the where, when we know the who and the when, we will let you know that on Friday night. Your final totals for Branson: 10 runs on 10 hits. They had 1 error and they stranded 6. Seneca, 7 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors, and they stranded 1 base runner. That will do it for us here this evening from Seneca. Once again, your final score is Branson 10 and Seneca 7. For studio producer Luke Taylor, back in the KNEO studios for Coach Daryl Moore, I'm Ben Wolcott saying so long here from Seneca. We will join Family Talk already in progress here on KNEO.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.